here at the Zebra Center with Emmy Stuebing, and she has very kindly agreed to have a short conversation with us to tell us a little bit about the amazing work that they're doing.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for inviting us to this beautiful place. We just did the tour.
Yes, we love to show off our new home for the Zebra Center, and we love letting people know the zebra stories. So thank you for coming all this way.
Thank you very much. It was lovely. We just went on a tour of the whole center, and you just moved in 3 months ago?
Yeah, just this fall. We're still settling in a little bit, fine-tuning things and looking after a few little deficiencies here and there, making sure it's really fine-tuned. But we'll be having a grand opening celebration at the beginning of April. So so that's when we'll do a big ribbon cutting and make it official. So
that's wonderful. So that's so great to know.
Yeah.
And we got the tour. We learned a lot about the Zebra Center. But we would love to ask if you can share a little bit about what the Zebra Center is and the work that you do here.
Well, we say that the Zebra Center is our community's response to child abuse. So as soon as abuse is reported, either to police or to children's services or to a Crime Stoppers phone line, as soon as it's reported, that information comes to our Zebra Center and our multidisciplinary team gets to action. And so in the Zebra Center, we have a number of different partners all working together: police, children's services, social workers, Alberta Health Services, mental health counselors, Crown prosecutors from the justice system. Wow. Everyone's working together to look after the kiddo. And our team then will work together with our partners to make sure that families know where to come. They can come here for services and supports through the whole journey, through investigating abuse, through navigating the justice system, which can be very complex, as well as mental health and healing, both for kiddos as well as for their safe caregivers. We believe that, we want to help the kids if they're around their parents or whoever they're around the most. If we can equip them to really support their kids, that's really good too. So we're kind of a one-stop shop for all the services and supports that a child and their caregivers might need after abuse is reported. And the reason we're called the Zebra Center, because it doesn't necessarily make sense, is in the wild, if there's a danger or a threat, adult zebras will encircle around the young and vulnerable to protect and camouflage them. And that's kind of what our whole team does working together here at Zebra. And it just sounds nicer than like the Edmonton Child Abuse Center or something like that. So, and we are what's called a Child and Youth Advocacy Center. And this model of support originated in the U.S., but we were the first Child and Youth Advocacy Center in Canada. And we opened up in 2002. And for 22 years, we were located in a downtown office building, which wasn't very child-friendly to come to. And so now that we have our own building, we can make the whole experience from just right when you first arrive and park and walk to our doors. It just feels more comfortable now. So we have now built our forever home here.
And you do feel that, like, as soon as you walk through the door, there's murals everywhere, there's art everywhere. So you can really feel that it's really focused on the kid, but also the support system.
Absolutely. We want to be a child-friendly space. We don't want to be, before Zebra, if once abuse was reported, kids might have to go to the police station. That's a very cold and grown-up space to go. There's a lot of concrete. There's like all sorts of interesting people around. It can be scary. And so we want to be the opposite of that. We want to be just a comfortable place to come and hopefully be able to open up so that we can fully help them.
That's really, really something that we noticed as we walked around, because obviously it's not easy for the kids when they have to go through a situation like this and they report it, and of course they have to be interviewed and they have to give reports and they have to go through the whole process, but to be in a place that feels safe for them.
Yep, absolutely. And one of the joys here, and one of the things we've really invested in, is where we call it the child forensic interview hallway. And we have 6 rooms where kids can be interviewed to disclose but have to tell their story. But as you probably saw, we video record that. So by doing that, then kids don't have to tell their story over and over and over again, which can just sort of re-traumatize them, but also muddy the waters as to what really happened. So we have, like, well, we're child friendly, we have some kind of sophisticated stuff going on too. So yeah.
And we went to those and it was very impressive.
Yeah.
The friendliness with the whole
absolutely.
technology.
And kids are driving, like they're driving, like they can, if they need to take a break, if they want to leave the room, if they're not held prisoner here. Like they get to be in control and make the decisions about whether they're ready to talk, when they talk, how they talk, all of that. So we just really want to be as comfortable as possible for them. So yeah.
And is there anything, like, from all these years of working in the Zebra Center, is there any, like, big valuable lessons that you've learned that...
Just the power of teamwork, to be honest. And that's sort of how we started. But I've spent my whole career working for different charities and nonprofits. And at Zebra, bringing all these partners working together, we're all here for the same reason. And I think it's a great message for other nonprofits or charities that especially at a time when resources are scarce. And so the power of teamwork here, I think, really is a great story and an example, and that's something I'm really proud of. I didn't come up with it, I can't claim that, but I get to sort of help to continue to strengthen our approach to things. But the power of teamwork here and building trust with all the partners on site and seeing how they all work together, it's pretty awesome. Like, people always say to me, Emmy, it must be so sad working at the Zebra Center because we're here to help kids who've been hurt, and that's awful. And as you've seen, and as I always say, it's not a sad place. And one thing I know for certain is as soon as kids come in the door here, they're in very good hands. They're surrounded by a whole bunch of different grown-ups, like I say, from all different areas, but who all care deeply and are just here to help. And I trust and I know that that's the fact, that as soon as kids come here, they're in good hands. And that just fills me up. Like, I'm so glad that we can help. Same as, I don't know if you heard on the tour, but the numbers of kids coming to Zebra has been growing significantly over the past decade. 10 years ago, we were helping about 2,000 kids a year. Now we're helping over almost 4,400 kids a year. So we've more than doubled the numbers of kids. And people are always shocked, and I know that's an awful number to think of all those kids being hurt. But I always believe if we don't know, we can't help. And I'm so glad that the kids are coming to Zebra and we can help. So yeah.
Yeah, I had read this study that they had done of kids that had gone through something difficult.
Yeah.
And some grew up and had very good lives after, and some really struggled.
Yeah.
And they did a study and they found out that the difference was just that there was one person in the kids that thrived, even in spite of very difficult situations.
Yes.
They have someone there for them.
Absolutely.
And I feel that's what Zebra does.
That's very much our intention. And whether it's from the specialized partners like the police or Crown prosecutors, or my team and our volunteers, we have people journeying with kids and their families through this whole process, and they're just here to help. And I truly believe everyone here is here for the right reason. I can tell you it's not for the big paycheck. They truly love helping kids onto a better path. So no, Zebra, I'm so proud of what we've created here. Sometimes I'm almost a little sheepish because I think this building is really great, and I'm like, having always worked for charities, you're kind of used to not the best, and this is a great place, but the kids who come here deserve the best, and so I'm learning to relax a little bit about that, but yeah.
Something that you shared before we started the interview that was very nice was how you noticed the change when kids come in.
Yes. Yes, sitting in my office. My office is I'm kind of in a fishbowl here, so I can really see people coming and going. And what's been really interesting since we moved into this building, it's funny how having the right space just helps in so many ways. Space matters. But sitting at my desk now, I can see families coming in, and they'll come walking with fear and trepidation, and like they don't know what to expect, and they've been through something traumatic, and so you can just see their bodies, how they carry themselves. And then now, and then I'll see them leave, and literally kids will be skipping or running out, and they'll be carrying a teddy bear or a quilt, and parents, like you can just see it's lighter. Their body language is lighter after having come here, and that's the whole point of this. And it's so nice to witness that every day.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
It makes it worth it, and I think it shows that it's worth it.
Yes.
That it is worth it to do this.
Absolutely. Like I say, I love the model of this multidisciplinary team working in one space. And now Zebra came together for the specific intention of helping kids who've experienced abuse. But I do think this model could be replicated in lots of different ways in lots of different areas. And I'm just so proud that we're part of that. So, yeah.
No, thank you so much for sharing time with us. And we were wondering, to wrap up, if there was any tip or any advice you could give any other, like either organizations or people that are trying to work for children, for their safety. If there's anything. I really just think keep your focus on the why. And the why is about the kids, because you can get so distracted by the frustrations of everything from budgets to projects not working out right, to staffing and just all the issues. And I think that when you can just try to think about where you're trying to get to and focus on the why, and the why is it's what drives us. That's what keeps me going for sure. So that's would be my advice, I suppose. Wonderful. Thank you very much, and I'm sure everyone will learn a lot.
Well, thank you
so much, and we'll be sharing more information. But it's been really wonderful to see all the work that's been done.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
As I've said, and as you can tell, we're so proud of what we've built here, and we're happy to share about Zebra at any time. So come back anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. This was fun.